Hello everybody, welcome to iExamB. Embrace the iExamB learning experience. In this video, I'm going to share some mark sheets with you of different category students. I'll be sharing mark sheets of unreserved, SC, OBC so that you can have an idea what were the score of these students in 2023 exam and how much you should be targeting to whichever category you belong to. The advance intimation of the recruitment is out. The detailed advertisement will be available on April 13. This is the eligibility criteria. I have already discussed this in detail and have also discussed the pattern multiple times. If you are having any queries with respect to the pattern, syllabus or the eligibility, you can write down in the comment section below. This is SEBI Legal 2023 mark sheet of rank 1 student of unreserved category. Here you can see this student got marks of 52 in paper 1 descriptive English, 60.25 in paper 2 which was MCQs and 20 in the descriptive paper. So here you can see the student got 80.25 in the legal paper and 52 in the descriptive English. The cutoff for phase 2 for unreserved category was 65.5 and the student scored 70.83 marks. पेपर 1 which is descriptive English has 1/3 weightage. 52 को जब 1/3 से आप मल्टीप्लाई करोगे वो 17.33 बनेगा and the total is 80.25 of paper 2. 80.25 को अगर 2/3 से मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो 2/3 weightage कैलकुलेट हो जाएगी which is 53.50. Adding both of this, the phase 2 score of this student was 70.83. Then in the interview, out of 15 marks, this student got 12.75 marks. And final merit list में final score में phase 2 की weightage 85% है. This 70.83 was given 85% weightage by multiplying with 0.85. 70 into 0.85 will give you 60.21. In this, interview marks were added 12.75 and then became the score 72.96. The cutoff of unreserved category was 69.61. So you can see there was a difference of only 3.35 marks in which all the 11 candidates of unreserved category were selected. This is another mark sheet of rank 2 holder from unreserved category. Here if you see, this student secured 50 marks in descriptive English, 62.5 in the objective paper and 21 in the descriptive paper. So the overall paper 2 score for this student was 83.5. Again, as per 1/3, 2/3 weightage, the score was calculated for the two papers and the total phase 2 score for this student was 72.34, cutoff was 65.5 and in interview the student got 11.13 marks, 72.34 was given 85% weightage, 11.3 was added to it and the score of this student was 72.61, cutoff was 69.61. Similarly, this is another mark sheet of unreserved category student and you can pause the screen here, you can check the score of this student as well. In the descriptive English, this candidate got 52 and in the legal paper, the total score of this candidate was 77.75. If you see in the descriptive paper, the student scored a little bit less, but in MCQs, the student had good marks. 69.16 was the phase 2 score in which the interview marks were added and 69.79 was the student's score. The cutoff was 69.61. Now this is another unreserved category student's mark sheet. This student I think ranked 10. There were 11 vacancies because you can see the cutoff. The final cutoff was 69.61 and this student got 69.61. So here this student in paper 1 had 53 marks, in MCQs 57.5 marks, in descriptive paper 17 marks. So if you calculate the total, 74.5 in paper 2. Again weightage was given, 1/3 weightage to paper 1 and 2/3 to paper 2. The total phase 2 score of this student was 67.34 while the cutoff was 65.5. But this student did very good in the interview. In interview, out of 15, he scored 12.38 marks, which is a very good marks. And that is why the student was able to clear. His phase 2 marks were very close to the cutoff, but he performed quite well in the interview. The total score of this student was 69.61, which was the cutoff of unreserved category. So these are all the mark sheets of unreserved category. Now this is another mark sheet. This is of SC student. This student got 16 descriptive English. Quite good marks. You have already seen 4 mark sheets. The descriptive English score in those mark sheets was 50-52. Then in paper 2, in the descriptive paper, the student got 23 marks, while in the MCQ section, the student got 51.75 marks. So here you can see the student got 74.75 marks. Again, weightage was given and the total phase 2 score was 69.83. This was even higher than the cutoff for unreserved category. The cutoff for unreserved category was 65.5, while for SC category in phase 2 was 59.5. But now look at the interview marks of this candidate. If you remember the previous mark sheet, this student from unreserved category got 67.34 in phase 2. But this student from SC category got 69.83 in phase 2. But now if here you see the previous candidate got very good marks in the interview and this student lost quite some marks in the interview. In interview, this student got 7.25 marks. The weightage was given to the 69.83. Interview marks were added and the total score was 66.61, while the overall cutoff for SC category was 63.70. Coming to OBC category, this is a mark sheet of OBC candidate. Descriptive English 51 score. In MCQs 54.25 in legal, 14 in the descriptive paper. Scored quite less in the descriptive legal, and here you can see the student got 68.25 in legal paper. The overall total phase 2 score for this student was 62.5 and the cutoff was 61.66. Now this student also did quite well in the interview. Out of 15 marks, he got 11.5 marks in the interview. And then after weightage of 85% to phase 2, after adding interview marks, the score of this student was 64.62 while the cutoff was 64.01. So you can see what kind of variation can be there. Now phase 2 score can be in your hand. The more you practice, the more you prepare, the thorough you are with phase 2 topics, you can score better in phase 2. And then even if your performance in the interview is a little bit average or you get some unexpected questions in the interview which cannot be predicted beforehand, you will be able to clear the exam. After understanding all these mark sheets, I hope you have some clear idea of how much scores you should target in phase 2, जिससे आपको एटलीस्ट ये श्योरिटी रहे कि आप इंटरव्यू में अच्छा करोगे. दैट इज एन एडिशनल बेनिफिट. अगर किसी भी वजह से इंटरव्यू में एवरेज परफॉर्मेंस रहा तो आपके फेज 2 के मार्क्स के बिहाफ पर आप क्लियर कर पाओगे. To guide all of you, to guide all the students in their preparation for this year exam, we are starting a new batch from 22nd March for SEBI Legal Crash Course. If you are interested, you can download the class plan from the description below. I have already discussed this in detail in one of my previous videos. In 2023 SEBI Legal Recruitment, there were 25 vacancies and 12 students who got selected were from iExamB. 10 were our SEBI legal users, our comprehensive and exclusive users, and 2 were our interview course users. All of these students have used the iExamB course thoroughly, the questions, the content, the PDF videos, everything. And I'm very proud when I'm saying that there were so many students whose dream of SEBI legal officer came true through iExamB, and I'm grateful that I could be a part of all those journeys. That's all for now in this video. I hope you got some clarity. We at iExamB help you prepare 50% faster with a crisp and concise content. Subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned. Thank you.